Alright, hey guys. I'm going to do another video matchup analysis here. I'm still a little bit sick, so my voice is going to be a little bit rough, just like the last one. But I think the analysis should still be alright. So this is Ragna versus Philly. These are some Manitoba players at NUC. I think this was their last monthly. I'm not 100% sure. I watched some of the games from that monthly. That was actually really entertaining tournament to watch. So Ragna, Ryu player from Manitoba, really strong Ryu. And then Philly is also a PR player from Manitoba, plays Yoshi.
Yes.
So I've been
Yes.
told that this is a. I actually haven't watched this yet. I've been told that this is a best of five, and it was 3-0 for Ragna, but game three Philly switched to try Wii Fit Trainer. So that's not actually in this VOD. We just have the 2 games of Yoshi versus Ryu to go over. So it looks like we're starting on Smashville. Nope. They were just striking. Alright, never mind. We're starting on Wrecking Crew. Wonderful. Alright, that means these 2 games are pretty short. Alright, so it is Smashville. So I feel like this is probably, as far as stages goes, I think this is pretty even for the matchup. Ryu and Yoshi both kind of like the same things. Like Ryu really likes Battlefield, Yoshi really likes Battlefield. Ryu really likes Lilat. Yoshi also really likes Lilat. Um, I think this stage might benefit Ryu more, but with the platform on either sides, if Yoshi just wants to play really lame and just like throw eggs, that can kind of make things awkward for Ryu. But we'll see how this goes. Alright, so right off the bat, we see an egg lay. That's something that you're gonna want to use a lot against Ryu in this matchup. These B reverse egg lays are like super good. They beat focus. They beat shield. They're definitely one of Yoshi's best tools in this matchup. And then runs away and starts throwing eggs. I think that's what you want to do in this matchup as Yoshi. You don't want to like try and play footsies with Ryu. You just want to take the percent you can. You want to run away and throw eggs. Which it looks like Philly is doing. Yeah, that's one thing that not a lot of people know about eggs, is that they're multi-hit. So if you try and focus, eggs are going to beat focus. I think it's because of the fact that the egg explodes, and it makes it 2 hits. I don't really get the logic behind it, but it's something to know and to watch out for. So this is staying pretty even. Philly's doing a good job of like keeping the neutral in his favor. Good nairs out of shield. There's twice there in the last little while that Ragna's come down with an aerial. And Philly is just see right there, there's a nair. And Philly naired out of shield. That's a good punish. Because Yoshi's shield grab probably won't do it. And there again, that same nair. That third time, Ragna's doing a lot of jumping in. And Philly caught it the first 2 times, but that last time he got hit. So when you see something like that, you just have to try and... I guess he just has... Maybe he was expecting a tomahawk from Ragna, because I know that Ragna likes to go for tomahawk grabs. Alright, that was an interesting interaction. So throws the egg, goes for an up tilt to try and confirm. Gets focus out in time. Doesn't actually let go of the focus attack. I feel like that focus attack would have hit. Up tilt doesn't... maybe. I guess the safe option there is just to let go of the... Or just to dash out of the focus. Also, I think here, after that first... I guess he must have been reading an air dodge. After that first back air, I feel like he could have went for either another back air or like an up air to try and like mix up. He might have been trying to read an air dodge with that focus attack. So this matchup is definitely being played the way it should be by Phili. He's running away. He's not approaching Ryu because all of Yoshi's approach options are like pretty mediocre. And Ryu just kind of bodies those approach options. If Yoshi like tries to like fade in fair or like even like down air, which is like kind of bad, or like nair in, Ryu can just like beat like all of those with like either strong jab or strong up tilt depending on the option. So you definitely want to just like stay away as Yoshi, throw eggs, and he's playing it correctly. That was a little bit bold going for the fair spike on the Shoryu. That's super hard to catch on Ryu. That Shoryu comes up really fast. Yet again, Ragna's doing a lot of jumping. Oh boy. Okay, so Ragna's doing a lot of jumping, and Phili's shielding it like that with the nair, and then nairing out a shield, which I think is a very good punish. Yeah, it's almost every time Ragna's just running in with a jump. And just a little bit unfortunate here. Throws the egg, so I guess he was hoping the egg would cover Ragna and he'd be able to jump back over and get back on the stage. He jumps in, Ragna jumps back. Okay, he just goes for the second forward air and just gets... So I guess that's... Let me think for a second. So maybe that was just a little bit too bold going for a second forward air. Maybe there should have just been like a nair there. Maybe even just like a fade back to ledge after you missed the first forward air. Anyway, good confirm, nair dare. A lot of nairs. Oh my gosh. I think Ryu should die there. That was very close. Oh my gosh, that was really close. I don't like that Hotto from Ragna. I'm not 100% what the thought process behind that is. Maybe it's to cover the ledge, but like I would like jump after it and not Tatsu under, because he almost gets punished for that really hard. If he also, I'd rather it be a Shaku, but maybe that was just a misinput. Because then he Tatsus and he goes really deep. And that Tatsu, like that close to the stage, is really vulnerable. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, so now is the point in time where Yoshi has to look for a kill option. We saw it there with the short hop. Is it short? Yeah, short hop into down B. That is a good kill setup. I'm not even 100% sure it would kill at 104. I think it was, with 0% rage on Ryu. Ryu's pretty heavy. But I think Yoshi's like best kill options against Ryu are going to be egg confirms. So I'd almost still just like run away and throw eggs, but kind of throw them a little bit more aggressively so you can go in for like an egg up air or egg forward air. I also don't play Yoshi, so this might be completely wrong, but that's what I feel like as playing Ryu in this matchup. I feel like that's what I've had the most trouble being killed by. That and I guess down air gimps, but those are very, very few and far between. The jab confirms, like jab 1 F smash, jab 1 up smash, jab 1 down smash, or you can usually either Shoryu or focus out of them, so those aren't too much of an issue. So I would say go for more egg stuff. I'm not 100% sure how you're going to seal this stock without a multiple hit smash attack or a grab confirm on Ryu. So forward air, rising forward air. I think Ragna could have got more out of that. Rising forward air with Yoshi being that close, I feel like he could have done another jump, and another forward air, or a jump and another up air. So that's a small thing, but you gotta take all the percent you can. Goes for a spike there, but yeah, you're not gonna hit that on a Ryu with focus attack. Alright, so this is interesting too. He hits down tilts, and this is something you're gonna hear me talk about a lot are down tilt conversions, because I'm very very passionate about the way down tilt punishes should work. So at this low of a percent, Yoshi's a little bit floaty. Maybe don't Tatsu. If you know your opponent has good enough DI, maybe don't Tatsu at this percent. This is like kind of when the Tatsu stuff stops working if your opponent like knows what they're doing, and also Ryu has a lot of rage. So that Tatsu may not be the best idea. But at that point, I feel like you do strong down tilt and then you do Shaku, or else you just do strong down tilt and you look for a mix up. So at this percent, you could do my two favorite mix ups out of strong down tilt are, if you notice your opponent's been like DIing down, you can either short hop towards them and grab them, or you can just run at them and grab them. The short hop I've had a lot of success with, just because they expect you to come down with an aerial and then you just like tomahawk grab them, and then lead into a throw combo off of down throw. Or if you find that they're like DIing up and away, you can just RAR back air and it catches them unless they like air dodge. It's like very close to a combo depending on how they DI. Instead, he goes for the Shoryu, which is like alright, it's percent, but you're staling your Shoryu, and it's just like not necessarily the best choice in my opinion. He does get another up air after it. Oh, and a back air. Okay, never mind. That's 60%. What percent he started? Yeah, okay, he started at 13. Okay, so 46%. I'm still not a huge fan of that, especially because you have to expend your double jump to get up that high. And if you somehow get carried off the stage... Oh, no, he jumped off the platform, but he had to use his double jump there. Okay, that wasn't bad. So here, Philly hits with an egg. I don't know if he could have converted into an up air. Maybe not. He chooses to play it safe. I don't even know if up air on its own would kill at this point. Yeah, that'll kill. So that was... I'm not actually sure what happened that time compared to the other times, because Philly seemed to know how to nair out of Ryu's aerials coming down on shield. So I'm not 100% sure why that time it was a drop shield rather than like a jump nair, or maybe it was a jump nair and he just did it a little bit too late. Either way, it's going to cost you your stock on the platform like that. Alright, so stage select for second game. Actually, I guess I'll talk about what each of them could have done better at this point. Ragna found a few really good openings and punished on them pretty hard. The Nair Dare in the first stock. And then that string off of the down tilts for like 46% in the second stock. I'd like to see a little bit like safer option off the down tilts, rather than the kind of like ham option he did. Although the ham option did work. And then from Philly, it's really just finding the kill on Ryu. It's so hard to actually get a kill on Ryu as Yoshi. I really don't know how I would do it if I'd play Yoshi. Besides maybe egg stuff, but that's so hard and it's not like that consistent. Maybe you could get away with some like regular grab release stuff. I know there's some interesting stuff out of grab release that Yoshi can do. I know that stuff is also kind of like a little bit fraudulent, like it's not like guaranteed or anything, and like it's more of a mix-up sort of thing, but I think that's something you could try fooling around with, just to see if you can catch him off guard. Alright, so stage select, I feel like Ragna should ban Dreamland. Yoshi loves the tri-platform. Ryu doesn't really like Dreamland. There's so much, it would have so much space for Yoshi to kind of like run around and throw eggs on, and I feel like Ryu just really doesn't want to deal with that. So that's what I would ban in this matchup. I feel like Philly should go either Battlefield or Lilat, whichever one he's more comfortable with. And if he knows Ragna, whichever one he knows Ragna is less comfortable on. Because I know some Ryus aren't really comfortable on Lilat, even though I think it's a really, really good stage for Ryu. So we'll see where they do end up going. FD, okay, that's interesting. Because it's basically just a Smashville without the platform. The ceilings are the same. The neutral wasn't going awfully, so I can see the argument for FD. I just feel like Yoshi benefits too much off the tri-platforms for catching things to go to FD. Okay. We'll see how this game goes. Alright, so that I'm assuming that was a misinput for egg. Yeah, that had to have been a misinput for egg. Or like egg throw. So you definitely didn't want to egg roll there. Alright, Ragna gets a forward air there. Actually, right off the bat, he's throwing a lot of forward airs. And forward airs are like decent, but like going forward with them like that is a little bit like risky. If you hit it, you get a big reward, but like it's tough. It's tough for sure. But he does hit this forward air. It's coming back, so there's not really much he could actually go for. He was fading back with that forward air. But he still goes forward and goes for the back air. It almost connected. Just be a little bit careful on that. That was cute. That was actually really cute from Ragna. He did dash attack, and then like a lot of the times some of the stuff that I do off of dash attack is like I'll run and I'll like try and up air, or I'll like try and nair, since Yoshi's like kinda at that angle. But he just ran forward and focus attacked, which would have covered either an air dodge at that point or a attack coming down, trying to challenge Ryu. Fortunately, Phili knew it was a good read by him to go for the egg lay. That here, coming out of the egg lay, this is kind of interesting. The coming out of egg lay setups from Yoshi, I'm not 100% sure how all of them work. I feel like those actually might be another good way to kill Ryu at higher percents if you have setups for kills out of those, but yet again, I don't play Yoshi. I'm not 100% sure how those work, but it looks like this egg is going to hit. Doesn't get anything off of it. That looked like a pretty solid setup. Egg to egg toss into something, but maybe the angle was just bad. Yeah, at that angle, if he would have jumped, he would have just went over Ryu. I don't think he could have gotten anything. So he tries to get below Ryu. Tries to up tilt. The up tilt actually started there, but it doesn't actually come out. So maybe you just get below and shield, and like in the first game when Phili was getting below him and shielding, and then nairing out of shields was like really good. So the falling there, Ryu should get a combo out of this. All right, see, I like that. While it may not be like the most optimal thing, like you might not get the most percent, but he does the strong down tilt, and he runs forward, and I think he's going for a grab here, expecting Phili to DI down. But Phili jumps, so I think with Yoshi that high off of the strong down tilt, that's when you can go for like a raw bear. It'll almost catch there. I think it would have caught in this situation. I'll just check. Slow it down a little bit. Yeah, I think it would have. It would have been close anyway. Yeah, I definitely would have caught. So that's something to think about. Alright, so yeah, that's one thing. When you try and push forwards as Yoshi... okay, I don't like that either. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. You just have to be really careful about how you push forward as Yoshi. Because Ryu's going to push you to the edge of the stage. He's going to push you to these corners as you're running away. And your real like moments of danger are when you're in this zone from about here, and you're trying to cross through Ryu's space, like the space that he threatens. So for example, he's He's kind of threatening at this point. He's threatening about mid-stage, like about here. And Philly tries to kind of cross into there and gets back air traded with Nair, and Nair is never going to do quite as much damage as Ryu back air. You don't want to trade with Ryu back air. And there, yet again, he's trying to get back into center stage. He's already used his double jump. I think he's already used his double jump. Yes, no. He actually didn't use his double jump there, so that's a way he could have gotten out of that. It looked like he just kind of had to fade down. Maybe he thought he already used his double jump. Either way, gets hit by focus attack. I would have just done down air, jump Shoryu here. Or even down air. Down air up tilt is fine. But then maybe a jump Shoryu out of that. Because I think he still could have connected there with the sweet spot if he was on point with the jump Shoryu. Actually, I don't know. It might not have even killed Yoshi. No, it wouldn't have killed the Yoshi on FD at that point. Maybe that was the right decision, just to up air. Oh, okay, I don't like that, though. Up air. Yeah, I think that must have been a misinput. I don't know. I feel like that's a meme because I hear commentators say like, oh, he must have input that so many times, like misinput that so many times about like me when I play. And I'm like, no, like I meant to do that, but like I can't see what the Shoryu there was meaning to accomplish. Because he starts the Shoryu here. That Shoryu's never gonna reach unless he was expecting. No, even if he was expecting Yoshi like down B or something, like that's not gonna connect. Gets Nair. Yoshi Nair doesn't go into anything. So yeah, this is the like position that Yoshi doesn't really want to be in, where Ryu has him pushed to the corner, and he has to get back somehow, or else just kind of like stay near edge. Ryu's threatening all this space here, and Yoshi's kind of confined to this really small area, and he doesn't really have any space to move. So Ragna has some good pressure there, back air, some down tilts. Let's see how he. That was a good attempt for the spike. It was a good read on Philly that he would drop and then jump. And that down air actually would have connected. I think he just had to keep holding forwards rather than fade back with that down air. I'm pretty sure that spike would have connected, especially because he'd already used his double jump. Another good nair. Alright, so Philly kind of diffuses the situation by hitting an egg and just kind of like moves into center stage, but then kind of puts him back in himself in the corner. Alright, yeah, I think he rolled onto stage there. Yeah, rolled onto stage and then tried to run away. Yoshi's roll onto stage is really bad. Alright, these are some good eggs to kind of pressure Ryu into shielding. That was a really nice kill confirm. Yeah, at this point, when Yoshi's at 142, you don't really need anything special. That weak forward air to up tilt is a good way to, or up air, sorry, is a good way to end that stock. So now Yoshi's in trouble. Philly had trouble killing last game, and you're definitely not going to kill Ryu with no rage at this lower percent. Alright, I like that. I like the down tilt into Hado. I think Shaku does more damage. I actually don't know which one does more damage. I just regularly do Shaku. That's something I'll actually have to look up, because maybe I'm doing it wrong. Alright, so gets a nair coming down into a jab. I think that must have not been what he was going for. I'm not sure what Yoshi could have got off that. And then here, these are the interactions I'm talking about where Yoshi's kind of like approach or like aggressive options just kind of get bodied by Ryu. He just wakes up, does the strong up tilt. That actually happened to Clank. I think that was because like Yoshi's down air was so like far into him at that point. Like the forward air was like so far into him, like it was like here, and like the invulnerability frames are like up here more. So I think the hitbox must have just connected with something. Either way, they trade. You don't really want to trade when you're behind. That I feel like that weak fair there could have had more off of it. Went for a strong up tilt. That's okay. You're never gonna be perfect on your conversions, but the only thing you can be is like semi-consistent. Like Ryu conversions are so on the spot and so in the moment. It's okay to miss them. It's just you have to try and make sure that you're getting as much as you can. So realizing where you can get more is really important, which is why I'm pointing them out. Alright, so good up air from Phili. I would have liked to see him throw an egg up there, and kind of force Ryu to air dodge on his way down. Because he's free to just kind of like focus attack all the way down, and I feel like egg is a really good way to force Ryu to fall down in a more predictable way. So you could maybe make him air dodge and then get a smash attack on landing or something, because you're not gonna kill him when he's coming down with focus unless you have some way to. No, you're really just not gonna kill him when he's coming down with focus. I think your best option there would be to throw some eggs, maybe bait him into air dodging, and then maybe catch him with a smash attack on the landing. All right, that was clean. There, jump back, focus cancels into back air. I'm not 100% sure what the thought process. Okay, no, I can see it. He wanted to go for the forward air, expecting the backdash. But Ryu's back air just comes out a bit too fast for that. All right. So a few things here. Good forward air. Focuses out of hit stun, which is fine. Alright, so he lands and is all the way over here, and I feel like Ragna must have tried to cancel this by dashing this way, which is why the punch still came out this way. Because if you were going to release that punch, you should release it towards Yoshi. And then Phili doesn't actually punish. He does a B reverse egg there, or egg lay there, rather than just like that. That's where you need to. That's where you need to know Ryu's windows, and you need to run up and just up smash him. But I guess you had already committed to the short hop before you actually saw that the punch was coming out. So if you were predicting the dash out, maybe the egg lay is the better decision. It's hard to say. Alright. Yet again, I don't. Oh, nice, okay. Yet again, I don't really know Yoshi things. I don't know if forward air to up air was like confirmed there. And that was a really good call out on Ryu getting a little bit too aggressive. Just the down B. Yep. Okay, so now Phili's finally found his stock. Alright, so oh gosh, is that it? No, okay. I'd like to see more eggs from Phili. At this point, Ragna's just kind of like, he's basically given up stage control to Ragna, which is like okay when they have invulnerability. But he's also giving him a ton of time. There's one egg there. But as he's like way over here, he's just kind of like hops around a few times and doesn't really throw any eggs. I feel like you can just like pretty well constantly throw eggs at Ryu. That was a really slick conversion from Ragna. That was really slick. Nair, the fast fall, up air, down tilt, Shoryu. It's pretty well optimal. If he would have known that it wasn't going to kill, he probably could have done one more down tilt and it would have killed. It looks that close, but of course that's not something you're going to be able to do in game. That's just something I can say because I'm looking back at it. Alright, so yeah, more eggs to cover the landing. That's very good. So at this point, there have been a lot of times when Philly has actually like jumped from the edge, either jumped from the edge, or dropped and jumped. And Ragna's called out a lot of those with just nairs, which is what you want to do. You want to be able to predict what your opponent's going to do from ledge and cover that somehow. So just before even like seeing what's going to happen here, I'm just going to predict that Philly's going to roll on. It's something that he's done a few times here. And he just got called out for jumping, so he's not going to jump. This is something that you kind of want to think about as you're playing Ryu. If you call out an option, they're generally not going to go for it again in a row, unless they're going to really mix you up. Okay, never mind. That was really good. That was really good. That's what you want. As Philly, that was really good to just hold onto the ledge and just like wait. Just wait for what's going to be safe. And just react. So with Ryu, the way to deal with that is to down smash ledge. Right when invulnerability frames run out, if you catch people doing that, or else learn to ledge trump and make sure that your ledge trumps are proficient. Even just throwing out a ledge trump like once or twice in a set is going to be really good. Just to force your opponent to pick a ledge option quickly, so you can cover them and kind of force them to just kind of stress them out a little bit more. Because honestly, I'm pretty bad for that too. I don't really do ledge trumps that often, but when I do, I feel like they have a really good effect, and I need to use them more. Anyway, back air connects, so should be pretty close to killing now. I mean, you're up pretty far. Yeah, I don't 100% agree with that Shoryu. If it would have connected, it would have been kill. It's just Yoshi was definitely too far. And yet again, I talked about my last analysis that you just, when you're this far ahead, you just have to avoid the things that you have to avoid letting your opponent get back into the game. I feel like going for something like that is what's going to let your opponent back into the game, potentially. Of course, Yoshi takes a while to fall. I think the only way that Philly could have actually punished that is to fade back over top of Ryu, and down B. Maybe. No, I think he could have done it. See how more eggs. Alright, so you see there what I talked about earlier. Philly holds. He's expecting Philly to hold on to the edge for longer. And he tries to just down smash ledge. And Philly just had longer invulnerability than he thought. Philly was in the air for quite a long time, and if I'm remembering correctly, I might not be. The longer the time you're off stage, the more ledge invulnerability you get, which is why that down smash didn't actually connect. At higher percents, you have less invulnerability on ledge, but you also get more for how long you've been off the ground and off stage. So in that case, he was in the air and off stage for a while, so he had quite a bit of ledge invulnerability still. Goes for another down smash there. I don't think down smash would kill at this point. Forward air almost kills. That was some rough DI from Philly. Alright, up throw should kill. Oh, maybe not. Okay, not quite. That was a good decision on throw there. At 184. 184. Maybe even just a forward throw to get them off stage if you know the throw isn't going to kill. I thought the throw might kill. Basically what you're looking for with Ryu is if your throw isn't going to kill, just get them off stage after about like. So basically, if they're in combo percent, down throw. Otherwise, throw for stage positioning, and then throw for kill as soon as you can for percent. I think about 5 or 6% earlier, you can down throw, and if they DI in near the edge, they'll die to it about 5% earlier than up throw. So that's something to think about. Philly was near the edge. I don't think he DI'd in though, so this is probably the correct decision to up throw. But if they aren't expecting it, and you like dash grab them near the ledge, like they neutral get up, and you run in and you dash grab them, and they're expecting like an F throw for positioning because you've been doing it for the past like from like 50% to like 150%, and they're at like now like something like 180, and you just immediately down throw, you don't pummel. Odds are they're holding in because they don't want to get killed by a throw off the side, or they don't want to get thrown as far out. But they don't really have to worry about that because Ryu's kills don't kill off the side till forever. So that's just something to think about. So Phili gets back to the stage effectively. I feel like this is the... If I'm remembering correctly, there's a magic percent for Yoshi where they can do up air, up air, up air. I feel like that was it. So there's definitely another up air here because he hits it. I feel like he can just double jump and up air again before Ryu can get the focus out. But it was a good up air there when Ragna tries to cancel the focus. So now Ragna's kind of... Oh gosh, that was really close. Now Ragna's kind of getting to the percent where he needs to be a little bit more careful. Yoshi with that much rage probably can't kill you, but there are things you need to watch out for. And this is Smash 4. With rage, some pretty crazy things happen. So here, Ragna runs under, sees the forward air. He runs under, and I think this was supposed to be a strong up tilt, not an up smash. Oh no, it looks like it was supposed to be an up smash because he definitely started it when he was running. So at that point, I either roll under or just walk up and strong up tilt. Strong up tilt's gonna cover above way better, and you definitely don't need an up smash to kill at 190. So the Nair beats that out. Good option from Phili. So now Ryu... Actually, Ryu's been struggling to kill here for a while. And the options that Ragna are going for aren't really good kill options at this point. I guess he goes for a few back airs, which back air is definitely what you're looking for at this point. You want a back air, a strong jab, strong up tilt. Goes for a back air there. Kind of overcommits. Now it's really getting to the percent where you're worrying as Ryu. Yoshi's been at 150 plus for like a long time now. And it's starting to look like you're almost in the percent where you could die to him. Good egg lay. I don't know about this. I don't know how egg works. I know that that's like an extra 10%. But that did put Phili in some lag. Nah, he didn't need to worry about it. That was good. That was good. And then just a back air closes it out. So that, yet again, is just... You see Ragna push Phili to the corner here. He's now in the corner. Ragna's threatening this space. And Yoshi needs to get back in the center stage so he has room. And to do that, he tries to... Just slow this down. He tries to jump back towards stage and just gets back aired. Killing at 208. Goodbye, Yoshi. So things that each player could do better here. I think for Ragna, just careful about jumping in a lot. Of course, you're going to get large punishes off of jumping in when it works. But there were a lot of times when Phili just shielded and punished with Nair, which is definitely what you're looking for as Yoshi. And there were a few moments where the punishes could have been a little bit better from Ragna, but a lot of them were very, very on point. So I'm not going to fault him for that. And then from Phili, it's mostly looking for kills on Ryu. In the 2 games there, he only took 1 stock. Got close to taking that. Well, not quite close to taking that second one in the second game. And that's I think what really makes this matchup in Ryu's favor is just the fact that that even though Yoshi's like really good in neutral and has some good tools to deal with like Ryu's options and can just kind of run around and throw eggs and stuff and be annoying, I just feel like the fact that Yoshi just can't really kill Ryu safely, needs to find some sort of read on a smash attack on something in order to kill, and I think that's a big reason why Yoshi is kind of rough in this matchup. So I think working on ways to kill Ryu is going to be really important for Philly in this matchup, and then also I think stage select could have been better. I think Ryu gets more out of FD than Yoshi does, and even if this is a comfort pick, like that's fine in the moment if you're picking a comfort pick. Like I understand that, but I feel like if this is your comfort pick as Yoshi, you should try and work towards a pick like Battlefield or Lilat as your comfort pick, as Yoshi just gets so much more off of those stages. Besides that, I can't think of anything too much for either player. Maybe just also confidence for Philly, because he's definitely running away a lot and just kind of doing defensive options. I mean, that's correct, but like I feel like he needs to call out Ragna on some of his options a bit more, which maybe he'll just come with time and knowing how he plays a little bit better. Because if you see him like jumping in over and over and you're shielding and naring it every time, while that's a good punish, you might be able to get more off of it. With Ryu's like bad aerial acceleration, let's see if I can find a good like screen here to talk about this. With Ryu's bad aerial acceleration, it's really like it's maybe not really easy, but it's pretty easy to see where he's gonna land. And okay, that's that. Yeah, near the start of the match, this should be a point. I'll write that, okay. So I need a good example of Ragna jumping in. Maybe I'll go back to the first game. Okay, so right there. So in this situation, actually this situation isn't going to work for what I was about to say. Oh yeah, it can. Basically, if you know at this point when Ryu starts running and jumps, you know he's going to come down with an aerial. I mean, like, of course he could, like, he doesn't have like many options once he's in the air. He started jumping here, his trajectory is going to be about to like there, because his aerial acceleration is awful. He can't pull out of that. He is committed to that unless he jumps at near the end of his jump, like at the end of his arc, or like near here. But knowing from like what we've seen from Ragna, he loves jumping in with those aerials, and Philly has kind of called him out on it by shielding them and naring. And I think if you can call those out so consistently, maybe a good option would be to, like, in this situation, since you're so close to the edge, like, run in and then F smash back. Or, like, if they were closer into the stage, just, like, run away so that you're just outside of where he was going to land. So if he was going to land, like, right here, just position yourself, like, here as Yoshi. So that if he does try and come down with one of those aerials, you can punish with something a little bit harder, an F smash or, like, a down smash or something. And then you have to watch out for focus if you start doing that. It's really just a mix-up game. And I feel like the only way that you're really gonna get into Ragna and to Ryu's head is just to start calling him out on options like that a little bit harder, rather than just letting him hit like hit you with aerials on your shield and then just nair out, because that's only going to get you 8-9% every time. And that's going to take a very long time to kill Ryu if that's one of the main ways you're getting percent. So besides that, I think that's about all I've got for this set. I think I guess I won't talk about the switch to Wii Fit. I think Wii Fit is actually like pretty good against Ryu, but you have to be like super experienced with her, and that's tough. I have another guy who actually asked for a Yoshi Ryu matchup analysis, so there should be another one coming soon. Philly, if you're interested in watching that as well, might be some more specific Yoshi versus Ryu tips in there as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helps you out. If you have any specific matchups you want help with, hit me up. Send me a YouTube VOD. I'll see what I can get to you. Alright, everybody have a nice day.